Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and furthermore, welcome back to yet another exciting figure review. Tonight we're taking a look at the Playmates Monsterverse Godzilla vs. Kong Battle Mechagodzilla with Proton Scream Battle Damage Reveal. So, I previously took a look at the King Ghidorah as part of this Monsterverse line. You can see the box here has like a war bat, King Ghidorah, Godzilla, King Kong, image of Mechagodzilla there. You got the Godzilla vs. Kong logo, same on this side. On this side, you got another image of Mechagodzilla looking really cool. And then the back, you have a nice glamour shot of the figure with a little bio here. A robotic apex predator with unstoppable powers of laser destruction. And then you got the same read-up that the other one had. The monsters of ancient myths and legends are real and battle for dominance across the world. They also advertised that battle damage reveal. But this pretty much wraps up the packaging, so without further ado, I'm going to take a few minutes to get this bad boy unboxed. Don't go away, there's more figure review to be had. Alright, here is Mechagodzilla unboxed and put together, and this guy looks so cool. So, I guess we'll get started with articulation, right? His arms can rotate 360 degrees, they can move out, they can move up and down. No movement at the claws, unfortunately, and that goes for both sides here on the figure. And then they move out. Head doesn't move, but his mouth does move, so he can do that. Knees are articulated, so they move back and forth, and then obviously his legs move forward and back. Same on both sides. He does have a swivel here, and they can move up and down and all around because they're on a ball joint. And then his tail rotates here at the base. And then it is on like a bendy sort of wire. I wouldn't say like it holds any poses, but you can definitely kind of position this however you want. But yeah, this guy looks really cool. I love how he looks, and obviously he does have the Proton Scream, which is basically just the recolored Godzilla atomic breath, right? And then that pegs into the top of his mouth. And he can shoot his Proton Scream, destroy Hong Kong, leave no survivors, as he breaks out of Apex Cybernetics to wreak havoc on Hong Kong and fight Godzilla and Kong. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So he has that. And then he does have battle damage, so you can rip off his chest here, and then that piece just easily comes away. And you can see some more of his kind of inner workings there, with the chest piece missing. And I do gotta say, this thing has a lot of mechanical detail, right? I think it is on the same level of like Transformers, right? It's got a lot of that mechanical detail. It's really cool. And this was something I really was upset that I didn't get when the regular toy line came out, but when I saw this at my local Walmart, I was like, yeah, I gotta grab this, because if I don't, I'm never gonna see it again. And I will never have another chance to grab a Playmates Monsterverse Mechagodzilla. But I guess we'll compare him to some other Playmates Godzilla Monsterverse figures, so we'll get started with that. First up for comparison, here is the Playmates Monsterverse Mechagodzilla next to the Playmates Monsterverse King Ghidorah, and you can see how they compare. Here is Mechagodzilla next to the Godzilla vs. Kong number 10 Battle Damage Skullcrawler. Mechagodzilla next to a Warbat, Mechagodzilla next to Tiamat, Mechagodzilla next to Shimo, Mechagodzilla next to Scar King, and finally, here is Mechagodzilla next to the Godzilla vs. Kong, Heat Ray Godzilla, and Kong with Battle Axe. All things considered, I absolutely love this guy. I think he's so cool. I mean, he is just a recolor of that original, toy line version of Mechagodzilla that Playmates released, but I still like him. I'm happy that they reissued this because I was deeply upset by the fact that one of the monsters I really wanted the most out of the Godzilla vs. Kong toy line, I wasn't able to get. Obviously because he was the most popular thing, right? He was the modernized version of Mechagodzilla, a classic legacy monster for Godzilla, and everybody wanted him. So I was happy that they reissued him in the Monsterverse toy line, and I think he looks really cool. Let's get that atomic breath, or sorry, not atomic breath, that's for Godzilla. The proton scream in his mouth, and that just looks really cool. Actually, I want to see if I can get the two of them facing off here. Get Mechagodzilla there. Here is... Okay, I wonder if I can get that recreation, right? Of them shooting their atomic breath at each other, right? See, it doesn't really go up. It's always facing down, right? Oh man, come on, stand up, buddy. Yeah, I don't know if I can get them to do it. I mean, I guess this is the best I'm going to be able to do, right? You can have them shooting their atomic breath at each other, and then obviously Mechagodzilla's overpowers Godzilla. And then we can have King Kong come in and beat him up with his axe. And then we have, this guy, they're fighting again. You can do whatever you want, right? These are made of a really good plastic. It's not like the best plastic ever, but, it's good enough that you can reenact some fights with these guys. I think he's a good figure. I think the sculpt is great. I love that they reissued this figure because it's just happy, happy times, because I was not able to get this Godzilla, right? This Mechagodzilla when it first came out, as part of the toy line to promote the movie. So I'm happy that I was able to get this reissue of it with the slightly different paint, with the gunmetal gray paint rather than the silvery paint that it had on the original. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Do take care, have a great night, and I'll see you in the next video.